بالنسبة للأخت ليندا، يعني أنت كلامك في مكانه بالنسبة لنا في أمريكا، بس في مخرج قانوني. وأنا بعتقد إنه النتورك ممكن تعطينا وضع خاص لأمريكا، إنه يكون إلنا إحنا يعني مش إنه البايلوز إلنا إحنا بس، إذا في منطقة ممكن إنها تأثر علينا بشكل قانوني I think إنه يعني we can work it out. يعني فما بديش إنه في شغلة أساسية جدا منظمة التحرير، يعني تثبيت منظمة التحرير على الخارطة. I don't want to elaborate لأنه بعتقد 100% من الموجودين بيتفقوا على هذا. كلفنا شهداء كثير وكلفنا دم كثير، ومحاولة إبعاد منظمة التحرير شغلة كثير كثير ممكن تضرنا بشكل أو بآخر. I think we should change the way we are doing business. I've been in many founding or establishing for organizations, and mostly we do decide by consents. There's reasons for that. And the main reason is we gather, we don't know each other, political background, we don't know who's affiliated with what and so on. And we all have different views and different ideas, and it's very rich. And if we, within 2 or 3 days, we're gonna be battling each other in a voting arena, we're gonna leave here, and I don't think I'm gonna have maybe 4 or 5 friends. So do you. So we're gonna lose the spirit that we came here for. We came here so we can work together and be objective and really work together. So كمؤتمر تأسيسي, as a founding organization, even if it's going to take us longer or so on, I think we should get rid of the voting. The voting is not healthy في مؤتمر تأسيسي at all. لازم يكون consent. We all have to agree, because guess what? We have to work together. If we don't change the mechanism of how we are working today, I guarantee you by Friday, half of us is not going to be here. Today, I've seen it in many of you faces, and I'm included. I'm not a quitter, but many times I was ready to leave. And I think a lot of you share the same feeling. Let's prove that we can be Palestinians and non-Palestinians and Arabs and friends of Palestine. Let's remember that we're here for Palestine. We're here to work together. Let's work by consensus.
I see where Linda's coming from. I certainly see, and I could see how hard it could be to actually work with the PLO tag hanging on our chests. Yet at the same time, we have to understand something. Each conference is observed from the outside for political signals. Now, in turbulent time, such as the time we live in right now, in a turbulent time, people are watching us closely. And I think we'll be sending the wrong message if we take the PLO down. I know where you're coming from. I know you're talking from practicality point of view. But I think it's a risk we have to take, because now we have competing ideologies out there who are trying to replace the PLO as the sole representative to the Palestinian people. And we shall not submit to that at any price. It's a risk we have to take, and we have to live with it. You yourself said that it makes it harder. Let it be. If it's harder, then fine, we'll fight it. That's a price we have to pay.
I actually want to address some of Linda's concerns, because I'm also an attorney in the U.S. And the declaration doesn't say that we are defining the Palestinian state. It says that we agree with the formulation that was made by the PLO. There's no other entity to define what the Palestinian state is going to be. Until that happens, then we will agree with the formulation that's already there. So there's not really a tag on top of us, or we're not really being identified in any particular affiliation by saying that we agree with this. So I don't think that's really something that you really need to worry about. That's the first point. The second point is that I think we should keep it in. And the reason I think we should keep it in is the reason that I am here is I want to create a different face for Palestinians. Right now we have a very negative stigma. And by taking that out, it means we are submitting to that. And I don't think that that's right, so we should keep it in. Excuse me. I guess it's a very emotional issue for everyone.
I like you, Didi.
Well, I mean, I understand everyone's, concerns, and I understand that we want to be mainstream, and, well, you're concerned that you won't be able to work. Well, you want to be effective, but by taking the PLO out, then we are submitting to this idea that there is a negative stigma attached to who represents us. These are the people that
Linda,
represent
please.
us.
Linda, I like you too, but don't.
But, the PLO is what represents the Palestinian people now. Internationally, the PLO is what is recognized as who represents the Palestinian people. So by taking it out, you are kind of working against what we are trying to do by giving a positive face to Palestinian people. When I go to circles in the United States, like, oh, you're Palestinian. Well, yes, I'm Palestinian. They don't know what we look like, really. They don't really know what we do. They don't know what kind of work that we do. Oh, well, I never knew that Palestinians, spoke English, or that they were lawyers, or that they, and you're talking about serious ignorance on the ground. So by agreeing to keep it as it is, we are encouraging pride in where we come from. And we're really kind of bartering on language that is, I mean, I realize that it does define the group, but, all of these are details that I don't really think affect our ultimate goal. So, in the future, I mean, if we do this with the bylaws, we will never have any papers we won't come out with anything. Can I make a recommendation also?
Yes, ma'am.
I want to revisit the recommendation made by, I'm not sure who it was, to create committees